All right, so you guys already know I'm always running flash sales to keep my books super affordable. I'm always doing free giveaways because I just love doing free giveaways. But never in the history of ever on my channel have my books been this low. So in case you click this video because you want to know just about the crazy Black Friday special that I'm running right now and nothing else, then we're going to start with that. But in the case that you've been interested in my books for a while, but maybe you're just not really sure what's included in them, today's video I'm going to go over the contents of each of those books, as well as sharing what my personal favorites have been and my top 10 foods that I ate the most to lose 60 pounds. Oh, and I should also include that I have an extra special announcement at the end of this video, so make sure that you stay to the end because you don't want to miss it. Oh, I'm so excited. So let's just jump right into the sale. So in the spirit of Black Friday, because we all love a super insane deal, and that's what I'm going to give you guys on my books. So right now I'm running a sale with the lowest price my books and bundles have ever been. And you already know that I can throw down a good sale. I try to keep my books super affordable for you guys, but nothing has ever been this low. So if you've been on the fence about purchasing a book or, really wanting to, but maybe you just truly didn't have the money to do so and you haven't won any of my free giveaways either, now is your time. Now is your time to purchase the books. So right now, all of my books are on sale for 70% off. 70% off. That includes my newest ebooks as well as all of my bundles, which you save even more if you can believe that. And I gotta say, I have never run this sale before. My books have never been 70% off ever. So this will be the first time that I'm running such a steep sale. So if that's all you were interested in when you click this video, then there you have it. All of my books and my bundles are on sale for 70% off for Black Friday. So if you're interested in checking out those books, then I will have the link to them posted in my description box below. So you can go click that now if you're interested in checking out that sale. However, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about the contents of each book, kind of how those recipes came about, what some of my personal favorite recipes are, and the recipes that I was personally eating the most to get the weight off, then let's move forward and get into that. But first I had to sit down to get a little bit more comfortable. I'm also going to be accessing my laptop here to kind of go over my ebooks and discuss them. So anyways, moving on. So the first thing I wanted to address is an ebook versus a physical book, because this is a question I get a lot. I have a lot of you guys personally emailing me to ask if I have a physical copy of these books. As much as I would love to say, yes, I do, because I love books, I always have, and I appreciate a good ebook. I have tons of them on both of my devices, but at the same time, I'm also old school in the sense that I love a good book in my hands. So unfortunately, I do not have a physical copy of these books. I will say that a lot of you have reached out to me to say that you've actually printed them off, which I find amazing, because I can honestly say I haven't even done the same myself, which I probably should do that. So I find it incredible when you guys share with me that you've printed it off and you've got it in binders. Multiple people have shared that with me. So I think that that's amazing, and that is one option if you are looking for physical copies of these recipes, a temporary one at any rate. So with that being said, the goal is always going to be to have a physical copy made. It's something in 2025 that I'm going to be looking into. Publishing physical books are not my world, so I really don't know where to start. So if you're a publisher listening to this and you're interested in helping me out with that, or anyone has any type of direction for me in terms of how I go about doing that, then you could drop it in my comments or feel free to send me an email. But it's something that I am going to be trying to look into a little bit more in 2025. So to answer the question, right now, unfortunately, all of my books only come in ebook form. But the plus side of that is that I am able to make them super affordable, because of course, if they were a physical copy, they would cost a lot more. So this way, it's super easy. It's an instant download. So there's that. Okay, so I'm going to start with my very first recipe ebook, and that's my Getting Healthy with Stasia ebook that has over 50 recipes. And I'm telling you, all of these recipes are incredible. So this recipe book has a lot of my favorites that I prepare for the whole family. So if you're in need of recipes, especially with Thanksgiving coming and the other holidays coming, this would be your go-to book. I find that there's some fan favorites, if you will, in there, recipes that are kid-friendly, husband-friendly, or wife-friendly if they don't eat the same as you, just that dish that you can bring to a social gathering and everybody's gonna enjoy it and not give any attention to the fact that it's quote-unquote healthy. It's also quite a diverse cookbook, so I'm just going to go ahead and read the table of contents to you so you can see kind of what you'd be getting out of that book. So there are starchy smoothies, which I now call them my fiber protein shakes. Then I also have a section of starchy soups and preloading soups, which there's a difference. The starchy soups are going to have, your starches in there. So beans or potatoes or rice, something that can be a complete meal. But I also have a couple recipes in there for preloading soups. And that's the soup that usually contains non-starchy vegetables and is a little bit lighter and something that you would eat before eating your main meal to help you kind of reduce the overall calorie intake of that meal. So those are what we call preloading soups. So there's recipes for both types of soups in this one, as well as starchy salads, which is a huge favorite of mine because a lot of people often think a salad just means like a garden salad or something really light that's going to burn off in like 45 minutes. But I really enjoy a good starchy salad, something that has beans or quinoa or rice or, some type of grain or potato that's going to help keep you full. And then I just have a lot of starchy meals in general for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this book is really kind of covers all angles, if you will. And lastly, you're going to get some snacks and sweet recipes that are incredible. So this is a really well-rounded book, my very first one. Now, I also want to add with all of my ebooks is that you can find all of these recipes on my channel for free. It's just that oftentimes people want all the recipes in the same spot. So it saves you a lot of time from having to go through each video, possibly write them down, or do whatever you're going to do with that. However, that is an option. If you do want to save some money, you can find all of my recipes here on my channel. So that's always an option. But if you like them all in one place, then that's what I've done with these ebooks. Okay, so we're going to move on to my next recipe ebook. All right, and that is my 30 oil-free sauces and dressings. This book is kind of an important one because I find that when you're eating an oil-free, whole food, plant-based lifestyle, getting a good dressing is everything, because a dressing or a sauce can take your meal to a level 10 if it was just sitting at a level 6 or 7. It really, really can enhance a meal. So I put together this ebook because I know that myself from my personal experience that finding a nice sauce or dressing is key to everything. So this book is literally just your sauces and dressings, and I'm gonna go ahead and read the table of contents to you so that you can see what types of sauce and dressings that you'll be getting in it. So we have a buffalo sauce, which I was addicted to this buffalo sauce at one point. Oh my gosh, it is so good and goes on like everything basically. 3-ingredient cheese sauce, which that also has been a huge part of my weight loss journey. I find that there's a lot of amazing cheese sauces out there, but a lot of them have, a lot of ingredients and I never got through it. And anyway, so I have an awesome 3-ingredient cheese sauce, ginger peanut sauce, 2-minute enchilada sauce, homemade barbecue sauce, homemade ketchup, garlic cheese parmesan, white bean sauce, sweet bean sauce, taco dressing, hummus, teriyaki sauce, 2-minute fat-free gravy, fat-free pea guacamole, perfect peanut butter, cheddar cheese sauce, applesauce fruit dip, and lazy barbecue sauce. So those are the contents of the oil-free sauces and dressings. And I will say that there's a mix of both in there in terms of including overt fats. So a lot of those dressings are super low fat and include no nuts or seeds at all. But then there is a handful of recipes in that book that also include things like nuts, seeds, tahini, in very small portions, so it's still keeping those dressings relatively low fat. So I would definitely say out of that book, my absolute favorites were the buffalo sauce and the 3-ingredient cheese sauce. Like I absolutely loved both of those recipes. All right, so moving along to my next ebook, which is Zero Overt Fats. Now there's a part 1 and a part 2 to this little book series. And the reason for that is because these are the recipes that I was literally eating the most of to lose 60 pounds. So these are my newest ebooks. And these include recipes that have 0 overt fats at all. So that means that all of the recipes do not include things like oil, nuts, seeds, avocados, tahini, even tofu, none of the higher fat plant-based foods, because this is precisely how I lost the weight. And this is precisely what makes these 2 books so special, because while there is a lot of amazing vegan recipes out there, a quick Google search will give you thousands, there's a lot of amazing vegan recipes, but the difference from those recipes to my recipes is that they don't include any of those overt fats that I just mentioned. And the other thing worth pointing out is that all of my recipes are designed specifically with weight loss in mind. And that can be a tricky thing to navigate because sometimes we think by just eating healthy that it automatically means that we're going to lose weight. And that's something that I talk a lot about on this channel because I had to learn that the hard way in my own personal weight loss experience. It is not the same thing. We want them to be the same thing, go hand in hand, eating healthy and losing weight at the same time. But just because you're eating healthy doesn't mean that you're automatically going to lose weight, because you need to be in a calorie deficit. So you could be eating really healthy, avocados are healthy, nuts and seeds are healthy, but you can be eating way too many and therefore not losing weight, but still eating healthy. So you see the difference? So with book 1 and 2 of my Zero Overt Fat recipe ebooks, they specifically are designed with weight loss in mind because they have removed all of those overt fats, keeping the meals relatively low in calorie density. But if you're new to my channel, I do want to stress one thing. I did not suffer along my weight loss journey because I truly believe that in order for something to be sustainable, to be long-term, you have to enjoy what you're doing. So oftentimes we'll jump on these fad diets or start eating in a way that doesn't really resonate with us, but we're doing it just because we're supposed to be doing it, or someone else told us to do it, or we saw someone else that was successful doing it, so we're doing the same thing. But that's not sustainable long-term. So I'm a firm believer in that you really have to enjoy your food. So my goal and mission is always to get in the kitchen, play around with different foods and spices and sauces and all this, and see how I can bring it together to make something actually taste delicious using healthy whole food ingredients. So one thing I'm really proud of with all of my ebooks is that I feel that they taste really good. They never lack in the flavor department or, just something that you're going to be choking down. Like, I don't believe in that, and I can't put my name on a recipe unless I feel like, wow, this is like really good. My kids would actually like it. My husband, who doesn't eat anything like me, he would really like it, or does like it, So those are the recipes that I'm like, okay, I hit it on the head. I know this is going to be a good one, and something that I myself find that I gravitate towards it over and over again. So how the Zero Overt Fat books even came about was that while I was losing 60 pounds, I was actually keeping track of all the foods that I was eating the most, because I figured, you know what, if this actually works, everybody's going to be asking me, Stasia, what did you eat? I knew that everyone would want to know. So I just had a journal that I was literally just writing down meal after meal that I found that I was like eating on rotation, like not the ones that I just ate sometimes. I included some of those too, but I really wanted to focus on the ones that I had on rotation that were working to help me to get the weight off. So those are the exact recipes that you're going to find included in both Zero Overt Fats 1 and Zero Overt Fats 2. Okay, so the contents in the Zero Overt Fat 1 is that you're gonna get 7 days worth of my fiber protein shakes, which those are some of my favorite fiber protein shake recipes in that one. So you're gonna get access to 7 days worth of those shakes that I drank all the time. We're about to get into that. You're going to get potato recipes, rice bowl recipes, soup recipes, all 7 days worth. So you have enough for a week of recipes for each of the categories, as well as salads and non-starchy veggie recipes, more fat-free sauces and dressings, and then Stasia's top 10 favorite recipes is a bonus chapter in that book. I actually feel like I have so many favorites in this recipe ebook. So I would say that out of the shakes, the Snickers and the birthday cake shake are 2 of my favorites, as well as for the food, my potato Caesar salad, mwah, chef's kiss. I love that recipe and I ate it all the time. Sweet potato fries, I make the perfect sweet potato fries with using no oil. That is definitely one of my favorites and something I ate all the time. What else? I mean, a lot of these recipes I eat all the time, so I feel like they're all my favorite at this point. The potato chips, I hate those a lot. I still eat those a lot. Let's see, what else? I'm just scrolling here. Rice bowls, are always an easy go-to because it's another simple one and done meal that you can throw rice in and different veggies. It's usually just about finding the right dressing to put on top that really makes a rice bowl taste delicious. Oh, the soup. So I ate a lot of the easy potato blender soup, and the black bean fiesta was one of my favorites. It's my daughter's favorite soup in general. She absolutely loves that one. Gotta mention the carrot and herb salad. Ooh, it is so delicious. I eat that salad so much to lose the 60 pounds. It is such a favorite around here. And when we're talking about flavor, this salad is packed with flavor, So good and so healthy. And also my carrot and beet salad was something that I've been eating for years actually, but I still eat a lot of it all the time. Oh my gosh, I just scrolled around the cheesy zucchini noodles. That one, I ate zucchini like they were going out of style while I was losing weight. Like I would buy a huge bag of zucchini to the point that I almost felt ridiculous buying it because it was just so much. But I always made my spiraled cheesy zucchini noodles. Oh my goodness, such a good one. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly go over the contents of Zero Overt Fats 2 to let you know what those recipes are that are included in that. My Coffee Crisp Fiber Protein Shake, that one became one of my absolute favorite ones. Like, we drink that around this house all the time. My sister's addicted to it. My friend is addicted to it. Like, so good. 2-ingredient oat wrap, black bean toast, another favorite of mine that I ate a lot. Tofu deli slices, to die for. They are so delicious. Sweet potato breakfast bowl, rice and veggies, 1-pan meal. That one's really good. Sweet and spicy cabbage salad, another favorite. My favorite green smoothie. This one is amazing. There's a secret ingredient in that one that tastes so good. Ruby red smoothie made with cranberries, perfect around Thanksgiving. It is delicious. Love it. Fat-free Caesar dressing, another favorite, and my easy spicy cheese sauce, which I like drowned everything in that cheese sauce, losing weight. Okay, so there's that for chapter 1. Just skipping down to chapter 2. This book is making me hungry looking at all these recipes. Okay, so chapter 2 are oat pancakes, oil-free potato patties, crispy nooch potato chips, cilantro lime rice, fresh spring rolls, peanut sauce, and fat-free pesto. And the nice thing about this book is that I broke it down in the order of things that I ate all the time, that I ate often, that I ate sometimes, and then just occasionally. I wanted to be really clear on that because, again, when you're trying to lose weight, there are things that we can eat sometimes and it's okay, but you wouldn't want to eat it every day because then it might put you in, a calorie surplus and not a calorie deficit. So I wanted it to be clear that some foods I only consume occasionally, while others were all the time and were like a huge part of my weight loss journey. So in chapter 3, you get French toast, potato balls, potato wrap, sweet potato wrap, salt and vinegar roasted chickpeas, lentil grill, potato and quinoa medley, and spicy maple sauce. And lastly, the last chapter are the occasional foods that I would eat, and that was Cocoa Puff cereal, fat-free chocolate sauce, amazing. Chocolate protein balls, those are amazing too. High protein chocolate pudding, an absolute favorite of mine. Frozen strawberry protein bar, apple oatmeal cookies, my healthy ice cap, another favorite, and a frozen chai, all delicious stuff. So those are the recipes for Zero Overt Fat 1 and Zero Overt Fat 2. So now lastly, we're gonna jump into my last and most popular ebook called Shake Off the Weight. All right, so this ebook is everything. And what's funny about when I was making this ebook is that I wasn't even sure if people would be interested in it, because I know that a lot of people, they get excited over real meals and what to eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you want to have variety and stuff. And so I was thinking, well, this is just shakes. So I don't know how interested people will be. But because I had such a huge impact on my personal weight loss journey, I was like, you know what? I really do need to promote this, and I really need to get this out there because they are an incredible, genius way, if I do say so myself, in getting more beans in our diet, because oftentimes we don't really crave beans just for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or we don't really know how to use beans. A lot of us in North America, it's not like a huge staple in our diet naturally. So this is just a really easy way to get the beans in. And they really helped to keep me full while I was losing weight. So I was like, man, I think I need to put together a book just for the shakes. Like, I think they literally deserve their own place and their own ebook to live. So anyway, so that's how this ebook came about. And it has by far been my most popular ebook to date, which just shocked me. It shocked me so much because, like I said, I wasn't even sure if there would even be any interest at all. But there is, let me tell you. So I'm going to go ahead and read the contents of that book so you can see what different flavors, because I'm always saying, oh, there's so many flavors. And, so anyways, I'm going to let you know what those flavors are. So we have coffee crisp, cookie dough, cinnamon sweet potato pie, carrot cake, strawberry, gingerbread, blueberry banana, mint chocolate, vanilla cherry, salted caramel, minty green, pina colada, peanut butter and jay, another good one, vanilla mango, apple pie, and the original 7, which were the Snickers shake, vanilla birthday cake, strawberry vanilla, chocolate brownie, peanut butter cup, chocolate vanilla swirl, and cinnamon chocolate twist. So let me tell you, there's going to be something in there for everyone. You're going to find some flavor that you love, and it's an excellent way to get more beans in and to help you on your weight loss journey when it comes to enjoying something that tastes delicious, almost dessert-like, as well as keeping you full because of those beans. And if you're new here and you're thinking beans, like that's kind of gross in a shake, I promise you, you cannot even taste the beans at all. And we're not talking about a green smoothie or a fruit smoothie. These were shakes that were designed to be a little bit more calorie dense so that they could be an actual meal replacement, because that's how I use them. Or if you want to use them as a snack, then you just half the recipe and have half the amount. So that's how I did it to lose 60 pounds. I drank one of these shakes almost every day for breakfast, and they were just a huge part of my weight loss journey. So that is how Shake Off the Weight came about. I think my favorites out of this book are The coffee crisp, the carrot cake one is also really delicious. Love the birthday cake one. I will always love that one. And Snickers shake. So those are some of my favorites that I drink all the time. Chocolate brownie is another one I drink all the time. Absolutely delicious. Honestly, it's hard to decide. They're all really good. So anyways, I hope that that helps. If you've had any questions about my books in terms of like what the contents are, what you're getting out of these books, I really put my heart and soul into these recipes, and I try my best to make, you know, an aesthetically pleasing type of ebook. I don't just throw together some PDF with no pictures and, you know, just the recipes, which is fine. Some people do it like that, but me personally, when I buy an ebook or buy any book, I do like to have pictures, so I try to include as many pictures as I can, little bits of advice and information in those books as well, as far as, you know, extra little things that I did with these recipes or along my weight loss journey. I try not to do too many repeats in the books. There's only a handful of repeats in the books, and the reason for that is because I wanted to keep it as honest as I could in terms of what I was eating the most. So even in my most recent ebook, like I said, I categorized it in what I ate all the time, often, occasionally, so on and so forth. So in that book, I wanted to be very, very clear about the actual foods that I was eating the most of. And so I threw in a couple of the recipes from some of my other books because I was still eating those recipes at that time to lose the weight. But I can promise there's not a ton of repeats. Most of my recipes are ones that are different from each book. And again, all of my recipes can also be found here on my channel. So that is always an option as well. Okay, so if you've made it this far in the video, as promised, I have an extra surprise for you, and that is that right now I'm going to do an incredible free giveaway. So I'm going to do a free giveaway on my Shake Off the Weight ebook, which, like I said, is my most popular book. So I'm going to be giving away 15 free copies of Shake Off the Weight. So the first 15 people, which is the most I've ever done on a giveaway as well, but you know what? Go big or go home today. So we're gonna give 15 copies away to the first 15 people that go down and click the link in my description box below right now. So good luck. But again, even if you're not one of the lucky 15, all of my books and bundles are on sale at 70% off. So good luck to everyone. The link can be found in my description box below. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Happy Thanksgiving and happy Black Friday.